Welcome to Eclectic Classes. In today's lesson, we are going to study about proximity switch or sensor. From the name itself, it is clear that it is a switch which will detect the proximity or closeness of any object. Unlike normal limit switches which detect the presence by contact as studied in our previous video, the proximity switch is a non-contact switch. Proximity switch represent group of all those sensors that provide non-contact detection of target objects in the general vicinity of the sensor. Proximity switches sense the proximity of any object using electric, magnetic, or optical means. They could be classified in categories like inductive, capacitive, ultrasonic, photoelectric, magnetic, etc. In this video, I'll be using the word switch and sensor interchangeably. So when I say either proximity switch or proximity sensor, I'm meaning the same thing. Advantages of proximity switches. Proximity switches use semiconductor outputs, so there are no mechanical contacts which result in a longer service life. Proximity switches detect the target object without touching it, so they do not cause damage to the target object. Proximity switches provide high speed response in comparison to normal limit switch. Normal status of a proximity switch. As explained in my previous video, normal status of a proximity switch will be the condition of minimum stimulus. That is, when the proximity switch is far from any actuating object or target. So, a NC proximity switch will be providing a close contact at its output when it's far from the target and open contact at its output when near the target. These two are the schematic diagram representation of proximity switches, NO proximity switch and NC proximity switch. Different types of target need different types of proximity switches. Inductive proximity switches sense ferrous metal target in most efficient way, but it can also sense non-ferrous metals. In case of non-ferrous metals, target sensing distance gets reduced, like it gets reduced to 0.8 times in case of stainless steel and to 0.3 times for copper. Capacitive proximity switches can sense metal as well as non-metal targets like aluminum, copper, plastic, wood, glass, etc. There are more types of proximity switches, yet we are limiting this video to inductive and capacitive proximity sensors only. Others we will study in another video. Different parts of an inductive proximity sensor. An inductive proximity sensor has multiple parts, and now we will study the role of each part. Precision coil. It produces a magnetic field. Oscillator maintains the frequency of the electric field and hence magnetic field of the coil. Schmitt trigger circuit detects any amplitude variation of the generated magnetic field. Amplifier gives output in terms of on or off signal as per the output of the Schmitt trigger circuit through the contact position open or closed. Working of an inductive proximity switch could be explained as oscillator ensures that a high frequency symmetrical magnetic field is generated from the precision coil. Whenever metallic target object comes near the magnetic field of the coil, an eddy current will be generated in the target object, resulting in change in the reluctance of the magnetic field. In turn, it will cause loading and will finally result in decrease of amplitude of the oscillating electromagnetic field. This decrease will be sensed by the Smith trigger circuit and it will adjust the sensor output as per the sensed oscillation amplitude. Output amplifier provides the output to the load. Few important points about inductive proximity switches are: an inductive proximity sensor can sense a target object from a fraction of millimeter to 60 millimeter in average. Inductive proximity sensors are typically housed in nickel-plated brass, stainless steel, or plastic. The inductive proximity switch comes in different shapes and sizes. Most commonly used shape is cylindrical in the range of 3 to 40 mm diameter. Metallic contaminants like iron ore filing can result in false operation of an inductive proximity sensor. If cylindrical proximity sensors are in use, the minimum distance between two proximity switches shall be the diameter of the proximity sensor. The another type of proximity sensor which we are going to study in this video is capacitive proximity sensor. A capacitive proximity sensor again consists of oscillator, Smith trigger circuit and output amplifier. The roles of these components are same as explained in the inductive proximity sensors. In addition to these components, a new part is there in capacitive proximity sensor, that is sensor electrodes. Now let's go through the working principle of a capacitive proximity sensor. Capacitive proximity sensors detect change in the capacitance between the target and the sensor. A typical capacitive proximity sensor is similar to a capacitor with two parallel plates. Here, one of the electrode of the capacitor is the sensing surface of the sensor and the second electrode is the target object. This capacitor formed between the sensor phase and the target is part of the RC oscillator circuit. When a target comes near the sensing surface of the switch, capacitance increases and this increase in sensed capacitance results in higher oscillation amplitude. When the target moves away from the sensor phase, the capacitance decreases and so does the oscillation amplitude. This change in the oscillation amplitude is sensed by the Smith trigger circuit, resulting in on or off signal at the output through the output amplifier based on measured oscillation amplitude above or below a preset trigger point. Few important points about capacitive proximity switches are: a capacitive proximity sensor can sense a target object from a fraction of 3 mm to 60 mm in average. Capacitive proximity sensors are typically housed in metal or PBT plastic. Capacitive proximity switches can sense metal as well as non-metals. Capacitive proximity switches come with a potentiometer which is used to adjust the sensitivity of the sensor. As a capacitive proximity sensor can sense any type of material, while in use it must be ensured that only target object comes near the sensing surface. Every other material is away from the sensor all the time, otherwise false triggering will occur. And this is the reason that if our target is a ferrous metal, it is better to use an inductive proximity switch. This was all about proximity switches or sensors, including inductive and capacitive proximity switches. If you have not subscribed to my channel, do subscribe and press the bell icon. If you like the video, please like it and share it among your friends. There are many more videos on my channel. Do watch them for learning many more concepts. I'll be back again with more new videos. Till then, stay tuned, keep watching. Thanks and bye.